The Dragon Rider, a tale of courage and friendship. In the small misty village of Eldenwood, where the mountains kissed the sky and the rivers sang ancient songs, there lived a boy named Kael. He was a curious soul, often wandering the forests and cliffs in search of adventure. Unlike the other villagers who told tales of dragons with fear, Kael saw them as creatures of wonder and majesty. One fateful morning, while exploring a hidden cave near the Whispering Peaks, Kael stumbled upon a dragon egg. It was unlike anything he had ever seen, its shell shimmering with hues of gold and sapphire. Unable to leave it behind, Kael brought the egg home, hiding it in his barn. Days turned into weeks, and one stormy night, the egg began to crack. With a burst of light, a tiny dragon emerged. Its scales glittered like starlight, and its eyes held the wisdom of ages. Kael named it Ember. From that day forward, Kael and Ember were inseparable. As Ember grew, so did their bond. The dragon was playful and mischievous, often setting haystacks ablaze with a sneeze, much to the dismay of the villagers. But Kael's love and care tempered Ember's fiery spirit, and soon the dragon became a majestic beast, its wings wide enough to block out the sun. One evening, the tranquility of Eldenwood was shattered. A shadow loomed over the village, an army from the distant kingdom of Morveth, seeking to claim the mountain's treasures. The villagers, unprepared for war, were paralyzed with fear. Kael knew he couldn't let his home be destroyed. Climbing onto Ember's back, he whispered, "It's time, my friend." With a powerful leap, the dragon soared into the sky, its roar echoing like thunder. The sight of a boy riding a dragon struck terror into the invading army. Kael and Ember didn't just fight with brute force, but with strategy, using the terrain and Ember's fiery breath to outwit the soldiers. Together, they drove the invaders back beyond the mountains, securing the village's safety. When the battle ended, the villagers gathered to cheer for their hero and his dragon. For the first time, they saw dragons not as monsters, but as protectors, thanks to Kael and Ember. From that day on, the boy and his dragon became legends, their story passed down through generations. Kael and Ember continued to explore the skies, discovering new lands and living a life of boundless adventure. And in the heart of Eldenwood, the villagers would look to the mountains, waiting for the day their dragon rider returned home.